Days of Our Lives Recap March 11th, Stephanie calls 9-1-1, Paulina gives EJ her decision. TLDR, in today's Days of Our Lives recap, Stephanie turns the tables on Owen by calling 9-1-1 with his phone. Paulina tells EJ her decision about Lexie, and Sarah warns Xander she could still change the custody agreement. At the lab, Owen talked to Lexie, telling her that when she awoke, it would be a good thing for him as well. He needed her out of the pod so he could use it to smuggle Stephanie out. EJ came in and wanted time with Lexie, so Owen went downstairs. There, he found Stephanie and Jeremy asleep on each other's shoulders, sitting together and holding hands. They woke up to Owen screaming, "No! What are you doing?" He told Jeremy he had just made a huge mistake. Owen flipped out and said he was taking Jeremy away for good. As he moved to take him, Stephanie screamed out and claimed her leg was in pain. She convinced him that she knew he loved her because she knew he would never let her be in pain. Owen believed her and undid her cuffs so she could stand. Stephanie still pretended, and saying her leg was all pins and needles, so she could lean on him. Stephanie kissed Owen as she felt in his pockets for his phone. Owen was thrilled that she kissed him back. Stephanie claimed she had been holding back with her feelings as she called 9-1-1. Owen realized what she did as she and Jeremy began screaming. Back in the lab, EJ told Lexie about telling Paulina and how he knew she'd do right by Lexie, no matter what it might cost her. "Which means you, dear sister, will get your second chance at life again," EJ murmured. Meanwhile at her home, Paulina woke up and found a note from Abe saying that he and Theo had gone looking for Stephanie. She recalled seeing Lexie in the pod and wondered if Abe would still love her when his ex returned. At Chanel and Johnny's, they talked about his official adoption the next day. Chanel felt guilty celebrating with Stephanie missing, but Johnny said it was okay to feel grateful. Later, Paulina came by, clearly distressed. She said she was asked to make a choice and had been praying for guidance, but didn't know what to do. Chanel realized she could give her details, but quoted Big Mama, who told them, "You can never go wrong when you follow your conscience." Brady brought coffee and food to Sarah in Victoria's room, but found her and Xander asleep on each other's shoulders instead. He set down the food and coffee and slipped back out. Meanwhile, Steve came to the hospital to give Kayla a hug and promised to call if he heard anything. Kayla went to check on patients and woke up Sarah and Xander when she got to the room. Sarah noticed the coffee and sweet bits, but Kayla said they weren't from her. Kayla suspected that Victoria had asthma. Sarah apologized for what Kayla was going through and was sure Stephanie was fighting hard to get back to them. After Kayla left, Sarah and Xander awkwardly talked about waking up next to one another, and the situation that seemed to have calmed things down between them. But moments later, Xander offered to stay with Sarah and things turned quickly. She balked. He took it as a slight. He said that she didn't need to look at him as who he was, and she threw it in his face that he has anger issues. Xander calmly reminded Sarah that his issues weren't a trump card she got to use against him at will, and that he was doing everything he could to be a better man. He wished that Sarah could see that. Just then, Victoria coughed, and Sarah blamed Xander. She told him to continue his rant elsewhere and not give her a reason to change the custody agreement. Back at the nurse's station, Steve updated Brady on Stephanie's case, and that Chad told him about the phone. Kayla returned as Steve said that Jeremy might not be the suspect. Brady questioned whether there was someone else from Stephanie's past who could still be obsessed with her. He suggested Owen Kent. Steve noted that Owen had escaped police custody 17 years prior and didn't think he'd come back to Salem as a wanted man. He said he'd contact Owen's family mortuary and ask about him. Brady went to see Sarah later. He told Sarah he'd been by earlier and didn't want her.